Morning.
So we have our plans this weekend to do the Greenleaf hiking trail at Greenleaf State Park in Oklahoma. Yep. Braggs, Oklahoma.
That place.
So we knew the weather was about to turn bad, but we were expecting it not to wake up to it this morning. This is Saturday morning. So yesterday it was 50 degrees when we got here. And this is what we're waking up to. And it's still snowing, I think a little bit, and it's supposed to snow a little bit longer. And it's supposed to get down to 16 degrees tonight. Yep. -2, I think.
Yeah, I didn't even look at that. That's just depressing.
And wind gusts to nearly 40 miles per hour.
Yeah, I think the wind's supposed to lay off here during the day though.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Because we are hammocking, hopefully. So anyway.
It's either hammocking or we're getting our asses in the car and going home.
Yeah. So, wish us luck. We're not used to this kind of weather, but...
Oh, it's not all that cold.
I'm gonna wait and see what he says tonight. So we're normally used to, I think the lowest we've camped in is 26 degrees at night.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyhow, we're normal. Our normal hiking is the other end of the spectrum, like 90 degrees or 100.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an adventure for us. But we will get started here shortly. We're going to be leaving in just a few minutes and head to the trailhead.
Yep, about 60 miles away.
Yep.
So,
we'll see you there.
Freezing our butts off.
Yep.
Stuck in the middle, so we climbed the fence. It's like the whole turned its back on us, and now we can't tell if it's heaven or hell. It's like knowing all the answers. Oh, you're sorry, but you never can tell. All the lovers, we were diving far too deep. Different colors that we had to pull us to sleep. All the lovers, hope that we could break the spell. All the lovers, we went down the wishing well. All the lovers, we were diving far too deep. Different colors that we...
Okay, we have a little bit of a change of plans now.
Yeah, we got here, drove 5 hours to Greenleaf to find out the swing bridge has been closed since March. It's a government military issue.
Because the trail is on government is on military property.
Yeah, and so talking to the folks here at the ranger station at Greenleaf State Park, it doesn't sound like that bridge is going to be open for some time. So if you're coming up here, let's see, it's January 2019. If you're coming up here between now and probably January of 2025, you probably ought to call the ranger office and make sure, see if it's been open yet or not.
Now we have to either find somewhere else to go,
or
break the law, and
Barbara already told me that wasn't an option.
and go past the barricade, or
she's such a do-gooder,
or go home. So now we're trying to figure out what our next step is. And it's 23 degrees. Now the forecast has changed. It was supposed to get up to 44, and now the high is 30 for today.
Yeah, if it wasn't 23 degrees right now and the low for 18, we'd probably just walk past the barriers down there. But like Barbara said, if something happened and we had to call for rescue, it wouldn't be a good situation with us walking past the barriers. And
no, I told Craig they might say, you know what, we're going to charge you double because you can't read. Because you can't follow instructions.
So, we're going to do some more digging, see what we find.
Yep, we'll fill you in when we make a decision. Okay, so now we think we have a new plan.
Yep.
We're headed to Arkansas.
Yeah. about an hour and a half drive over to Devil's Den and do the Butterfield Trail. So we'll see.
That's supposed to be a 15-mile backpacking trail. We will check in when we get there.
And hopefully see you on the trail.
Yeah.
You set the fire and tone to your promised land. You've got a whole religion in the palm of your hand. It's like the world turned its back on us, and now you can't tell if it's heaven or hell. It's like no.
What's up?
Well, change of plans again.
Oh my God, what a day.
As you can see, we are not at Devil's Den State Park.
We're back in the hotel. Another one.
Yeah, because we got, what, 2 miles?
Yeah, 2-3 miles from. We exited the interstate there at Winslow, Arkansas to go to Devil's Den State Park, and it's 4 or 5 miles from that point. And at that point, the roads were iced over. You got, I don't know if you've ever been to any of you that's ever been to Devil's Den, you know that there is a significant switchback going down into the park. And I did not want to try to traverse that in ice, because it might have been a little quick trip to the bottom.
It was, the roads were getting pretty bad.
So,
So then we decided we needed to turn around. We found a location where we had a signal where we could do a little more research to try to find something closer. Only thing we could come up with is just to head back to Lake Texoma and do the other half of the Cross Timbers hiking trail.
yes. So we've driven 14 hours to get 3 hours away from home. Got to see a lot of Arkansas, a lot of Oklahoma, a lot of. They had really nice snow and ice in Oklahoma and Arkansas, 1 to 2 inches across most of it.
And to be
most of the parts that we saw, anyway.
And to be honest, we are not for certain that Cross Timbers is even going to work out, because it could be so muddy that it could be closed when we get there in the morning after all this snow.
No, Cross Timbers is going to work out. Cross Timbers is going to work out.
Okay, we'll see you in the morning.
Unless they got armed guards at the trailhead, Cross Timbers is open for business. So we'll see you on the trail tomorrow.
Yeah, finally. Bye.
Jesus. See you on the trail. All right, we finally found somewhere to hike. We're on the, I guess this is going to be the west end of the Cross Timbers Trail. We're at Paw Paw Creek Trailhead, and we're about to get started. Probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 mile hike today, maybe. And then we'll find somewhere to camp along the way. But we're finally getting to hike.
That is a solid puddle.
I should, but I don't wanna fall. I know with you I have to learn my lessons. You go up when I go down. You see clear when I go blind. When I fall hard, you turn me around. Oh, you go up when I go down. You see clear when I go blind. And oh, I hope you'll always be around. The show
Yeah, the ATVs seem to have it quite torn up.
Yeah, it's a hot day. I'm hanging in the sunshine. You should hit me with a splash gun so I cool down. Won't you come on over? We can party till the sun's down. Baby, let me buy you a drink.
So we just came out right there. We're assuming we go this direction, but as you can see, it's a little hard to tell. Okay, so we're backtracking a little bit to see if we can find an alternate, because we traipsed through all that and still couldn't find a way through. Alright, we came from over there, so we're gonna try this, because when we came in, we came from over here. So
Hey, whoever put the 90-degree turn in the paint on the trail, thank you so much. You saved me some looking. Bye.
If you are anything like me, then right about now you're asking yourself, what can I do to help out somehow? Well, that's a start, but watchers don't do and doers don't watch. So let's get to it, let's get it done. You step it up a notch. We can do it, we can get it done. 'Cause we're doers and doers don't watch. If I'm anything like you, and I expect as much, we're both more than ready to go from look to touch, and that's the start. 'Cause what just don't do.
So we came over here to the resort. They have some snacks and drinks in there, and then Craig got him some coffee. And then there's bathrooms right over here on the back side if you need to use the little girl or little boy's rooms.
Yes. And really friendly folks in here. You need to stop in here anytime you get an opportunity to. I mean, this is a really cool place, and they could really use the business.
No comment. So you have a little bit of a road walk for a little ways. Guess I could walk in the grass, but there's an old road right there.
Doers don't watch. Let's get to it, let's get it done. You, let's step it up a notch. We can do it, we can get it done. Don't do, and doers don't watch.
just came down from up there. It's extremely steep. When evidently we should have been coming from there, so somehow or another we missed the trail. Anyhow, it's pretty right here. Take us a little break on this. We sat down and took a little break, and it got cold.
Yeah, it cooled off a little bit.
Now we're trying to warm up. I don't know if we're even going the right way. The markers through this area have been very sporadic.
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on a fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not. I just wanna go my own way, gonna let the past burn down. Cause honestly, don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you. With you, I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start anew. Yeah, I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Okay, we made it to 5 Mile Camp. I think. All right, so this is our turnaround point,
Yep,
the
we
5 Mile
are-
Camp.
Yep, we're at 5 Mile Camp. We've hiked in from the west end. We're
From
a little
Pawpaw.
over- Yeah, from Pawpaw Trailhead. We're a little over 7 miles, 7.3 miles to here, according to Map My Walk.
And it's been a really nice hike. There's
Beautiful.
been a couple of pretty good ups
Yep.
and a couple of pretty good downs. One we actually shouldn't have taken, but
Yeah.
you know, it's a
And
good
then you had
workout.
we had a little bit of road walk there through the
Marina.
through the marina, but outside of that, it's been a really nice hike.
Really nice. It hasn't, we've gotten a good workout, but it hasn't been quite as challenging as I would say the first five
Yeah.
miles that we did last time from,
But it hadn't been flat either.
where did we start last
Juniper
time?
Cove.
Juniper Cove. Yeah, it's not flat, but it's really nice. But this 5 Mile Camp here, if you haven't ever been here, it's a pretty nice camp area. You could have room for several tents, hammocks.
Yep.
You could have a,
Fire ring.
yeah, you could have a pretty good gathering here. And then there's also another fire ring right over there next to the water. You could bring fishing poles and
Kayak
fish.
in
You
if
could
wanted to.
kayak in if you wanted to.
So,
And
so
camp
now
would be
we're going to
nice.
make our way back up to Eagle's Nest, or Roost, or whatever it's called, and we're going to hang our hammocks up there.
Hopefully.
Yep, about a mile back up there to it, I think. So,
Yeah.
see you in a little bit.
All right, so we're here at Eagle's Nest, Eagle's Roost, whatever it is. Somebody's left a chair, a saw, and a grill.
Really?
Yep. And then they've built a little windshield here. Somebody's, the saw,
Yeah.
and then the little grill.
Oh, I thought you said drill.
Grill to sit in the fire.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Nicely done, folks. Nicely
Yeah.
done.
And then we're gonna set our hammocks up over here. We should be grand. And we're away from the water a little bit, so shouldn't be too chilly. So here's our setup. We got us a little compound here. We should be nice and cozy since it was a short hike. Craig brought 2 underquilts, one that he made, or he fashioned a blanket as an underquilt, and then I have 2 top quilts. My 40-degree mass drop top quilt, yeah, and my 20-degree Enlightened Equipment top quilt. And something I'm trying for the first time, little Z-Packs booties, because that's where I usually suffer, is my toes. So I'm going to try these and I'll let you know how it goes. Anyway, and then we DIY'd a continuous ridge line for our tarps that made the tarp sit up a lot easier this time. So anyway, that's our setup. And it's supposed to, originally where we were trying to go was supposed to be down to like 16, 17 degrees. Since we changed locations, I think our low is like 35 tonight, so it shouldn't be too bad. We should be cozy. And Craig's collecting firewood. I guess I better get started doing that too.
Well, you get started doing something.
Let Craig do all the work. And he just almost caught me right in the cheek with that.
It wouldn't have been intentional.
Uh-huh. I hear ya. So we are going to split tonight.
I'm a food model.
Yes.
That's fitting.
Right? We're gonna have Pack of Gourmet's Dottie's chicken and dumplings. I've had it before. I don't think Craig has.
Nope.
But since I never eat the whole meal, we're just gonna split it.
About 80-20.
Yep. And then we have a few extra things that we can
Pig out on.
supplement with.
Pig out on.
Yes.
Yep.
And then we're gonna both have some coffee, and I'm putting half of my Swiss Miss hot chocolate in my coffee and a couple of Coffee Mate creamers. Focus, focus. That's what I tell Craig all the time. Focus. Anyhow, and we are just having a good time.
Yep.
This is awesome.
Sitting around the campfire, fixing to have dinner. We'll get up and go dance here in a minute.
Yeah, I
Oh
don't
wait,
know.
no, I'm not hearing that music anymore.
Yeah.
Banjos quit
That
playing.
was just in his head.
The banjos quit playing.
Whatever. But no,
really nice.
it's
I think it's warmer now than it was when we started today.
yeah, it actually says the real feel right now is 49 degrees, and it was 24 when we got out here this morning. So quite a bit of
Yeah, quite a bit of
a
that.
change. But anyways,
Waiting on the water to boil.
nothing better than to be able to be out here by the campfire after, what'd we do, 8.5 miles?
Yep, right at it. 8.3,
Not bad.
8.4, something like that.
Not too hard, not too easy. Just
And
about
it's
right.
really a beautiful hike. So if
It
you
really
get a chance
is.
to come do Cross Timbers Trail. I mean, we've done a couple weeks ago. We did the first 5 miles starting at Juniper Cove. This time we started at Paw Paw Trailhead and kind of did the back half backwards, and the whole thing has been really pretty.
And I will say that everything we've seen says that anything past Paw Paw to the west is
Yeah, it's
really
not much
not
around there.
much to see. And they're right. If you go on their Facebook page, there's been a lot of ATV and four-wheel
Yeah.
drive traffic back there, and it's pretty torn up in a lot of the places.
Even starting at Paw Paw Trailhead,
Yeah.
going east or west, going west. I mean, we saw that there was a.
No, we
well,
started
we've been
west
east.
and
Yeah,
we're going
we started
east.
west and we're going east. Starting at
I was thinking, what is he talking about?
Starting at Paw Paw Trailhead and hiking east for the first mile or two.
Yeah.
There was a lot of ATV trails and where it's been tore up. And,
Yeah, and because of all the rain recently, some of it was a little tricky to get around. I mean, because it was big potholes full of water.
Full of ice.
Well, not really, yeah, ice. Not really potholes, but where they've been mudding and tore it up. I'm sure it's a lot of fun.
It looked like fun.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're supposed to be doing it out here, and it really sucks for hiking trails.
Yeah. So we went ahead and walked all the way down to make sure there wasn't any better camp areas from what we found. But I mean, you could come down here and camp, obviously. You could probably camp right there. Looks like people probably have.
Yep.
But it looks like we got what was
Best spot.
pretty much the best spot. So if you're tired by the time you get there, don't go any further.
I'll be going away for a while. Oh, and I don't know what I'll find. Maybe I can be a rock star, playing songs on my guitar. I know I have to be somewhere else to be able to find myself. Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now.
Good morning.
Morning.
Well, what's your take on the sleeping conditions last night, Craig?
Well, it was all good until the wind changed on me, and then it started kind of blowing up underneath me. And I got a little cold, but and then the skunk that came flying by camp about 5 o'clock in the morning was not really expected. Fortunately, he kept going, but he was here for a little while. Besides that, everything's wonderful.
Well, I slept toasty with my 2 top quilts and my 1 bottom quilt. Now, I will say the Z-Packs little booties, I think they worked, but I don't think they're $75 worth of warmth. So, I don't know.
Carry a pair of wool socks if you can deal with wool.
Yeah, I can't wear wool because I'm allergic to it. But, I mean, I think they helped my feet warm up quicker than last time while I was in the sleeping bag. I mean, while I was in the hammock. But, I don't know. Like, when a few times we got up, because it was supposed to be the
Why is the camera on me while you're talking?
super moon or whatever last night.
Yeah, an eclipse.
An eclipse, so we got up a couple times to check it out, and both times my feet would be freezing by the time, and I left my booties on, but my feet would be freezing by the time I got back to the hammock. Anyhow, it was a good night. It's pretty cold this morning.
Yeah, when the wind's blowing, it's really moist. It's, you know, it's probably 35 degrees, but it feels like about 20.
Yeah. So we'll be packing up here shortly and heading out. Alright, we'll see you later.
See ya.
Alright, we are packed up and about ready to head out. We got how far? 7 miles?
About 6.5 miles.
6.5 miles to the car.
A little under that, I think, but between 6.5.
Get
About a
moving.
30-minute hike.
Yeah. Get moving so you can warm these toes up. And fingers. Alright, we'll see you down the trail.
See you on trail.
Just be careful when you're coming down. I think this is called fern something. These rocks are
Oh, no, we're in Fern Grotto.
Fern Grotto. These rocks are pretty slick, even when they're not wet, so you just have to really be careful.
what's on your mind. I see that you are struggling. Why you wasting time to try to fix this on your own? You said you'd be alright, and round the corner is another day. Although I know that's a lie, I'm waiting for you to give it up. 'Cause there is some hidden love, hidden love, hidden love just for us. 'Cause you got that free love, you want to heal the world.
Through this section where, oh, bunny rabbit, where the ATVs kind of have it torn up, they've come out here and marked with white paint and white flags to kind of get you through it. So just make sure you follow those. When we went in, we did not follow those. We kept following the tree markers, and we ended up having to backtrack.
So we are just finishing up our hike here at Cross Timbers Trail on Lake Texoma. It's been a wonderful hike. If you ever get a chance to come up here and do it, I'd certainly recommend it. We hiked the first half from Juniper Cove into about 5 Mile Camp a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And this time we hiked in from Paw Paw Creek Trailhead to 5 Mile Camp. And then we came back to and camped last night at Eagles Roost. And just a wonderful hike. It's a great trail, a lot of vertical, elevation change.
I'd say the half we did this time was a little less challenging, but it's still got a lot of ups and downs.
Yep.
But I think there's a couple spots in it that aren't so attractive, but overall it was fantastic. And I'd say I actually kind of like it better than the first half, because the first half you go through some residential areas,
right,
the Cedar Bayou Marina area, and you kind of hear and see traffic and people more. This feels more remote on this end.
Yep.
I think.
I agree. And the first half is way more challenging.
Yeah.
There's a lot more elevation change on the first half, but the second half has just been, back half has been awesome too. So
Yep.
if you get a chance to do it, I'd come do it. I'd give it A+.
Yep.
Thumbs up. See you on the trail.
Bye. So actually, I'm going to show you, we parked, you can see the car right there. It's the little turnaround when you get down here to Paw Paw Trailhead. And then if you just take that little hill right there, come down just a little ways, and here's the trail right here. Now when we started the other day, we actually went down what's kind of like the boat ramp over there, and then went down that way, and there were some muddy areas, so we cut through and then we found the trail. So just to make it a little easier on yourself, I would come down this.
Spring is radio.